Uh, Dr. Yealy, Dr. Shapiro, thank you for being here today, and I do want to commend UPMC. You have a footprint in York County where I'm honored to represent, and greatly appreciate the work that you have done to protect one of our most vulnerable populations, our seniors in long-term care facilities. York has been very blessed in that that population has been relatively unscathed in this pandemic, and for that we are truly grateful. To follow up on Senator Schwenk's question about children, having served as a school board director, a lot of people have said to me, you know, we really want to get our schools open in the fall, and what I'm hearing in York County is that the cases of child abuse that are showing up in our emergency rooms are very severe and very great. We know that children are not with their mandated reporters, and that not every child has a home that is ideal to be socially isolating in. So, you know, my question is, how can we get our children back to school? You know, the question is, should we shut down the schools for a problem that appears to be not prevalent in school-age children or in their parents who are generally under the age of 50? You know, can we just isolate the elderly? You know, what type of testing do we need to do? You know, Senator Regan had excellent legislation about children with cardiac conditions. Do we need to do a better job of screening our students before they go back to school for cardiac conditions? What do we need to do to get our children back to school and back to school safely, protecting vulnerable populations and our children?
I think we can get children back to school, and we can do this smartly. We can't test our way out of the particular problem, but we can use testing smartly. And that testing is not only looking for the virus, but how it is we screen either children or other workers in the building, including the teachers, as they enter, using the same principles that we use inside of a hospital. Think of how many times a child or even a teacher might come to do their job not feeling completely well for many reasons. We actually probably have to change that paradigm. I think we can do that without shutting down an entire school or school system. We're going to have to adopt some of these practices and use smart testing, protect those who are the most vulnerable. That would be children with other serious underlying conditions. That'll be teachers or workers who are either much older or also have those conditions, and try to provide a different environment for them rather than having a blunter approach of just no one being in the teaching environment. We don't think over the long haul that that's a very sustainable approach.
And in areas where there is very low community prevalence, we think it is pretty safe to start to do that. In places that are bringing college kids back, I think it's important to know where the college kids are coming from and to do testing maybe initially as they start to come back. It's not so much the students who probably will do quite well with this, but maybe some of the more senior professors where we need to figure out how would, and other teachers, how we will keep them protected. So the social measures that we're putting in place will continue even as we reopen.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Madam Chairwoman.